Hello and welcome back to Boxing Social in association with Betfred. My name is Ayman. I'm here in London for the Okolie-Cieslak press conference, which has concluded, and with me is the one and only John Hedges, who will be appearing on the undercard. John, first of all, how's life treating you?
Yeah, very well, thank you, mate. Pleasure to be on such a big card. Like they said, it's a major one. It's Sunday night boxing. It's a bit different. O2 Arena again. So yeah, I'm grateful.
Before we kind of look forward to the Sunday night action, let's reflect and rewind on your career. 2021, an active year for you. Obviously, you like to get out a bit more than usual, but permitting kind of coming out of COVID and all that sort of stuff. A good bit of activity for you. You had a few fights there. How do you assess your 2021?
2021 was good. I was busy coming towards the end of the year. Had 3 fights. Went to Austria, boxed internationally. Boxed at the O2, boxed at the Cotton Box. So it was always on a massive card, which is for someone my age. I'm 19 years old. I was competing at the biggest level, biggest stage possible, and I put some good shifts in and got some great performances.
In terms of your growth as a fighter in that year, how much do you think you'd improved from literally the 1st of January to the end of that year?
Massive. Like I remember boxing in Austria thinking, God, that was a major improvement. And then I looked at my fight 6 weeks later and I was thinking, I looked 10 times the fight I was in Austria. So I'm hoping I just keep in the flow of that, and moving on to February, I'm going to just show that each week I'm developing and I'm getting my man strength and I'm becoming a better fighter every day in, day out.
I'm sure you'll be growing as well with getting that man strength. 6'6", you told me before we started the interview. But, I mean, before we get to the fight, what are your goals and aspirations? Are you a fighter that has those goals and aspirations for the year that you want to accomplish?
For this year, I'm not going to call out no names. That's not a bit of me. Do you know what I mean? I'm not in a position to do that. I just want to climb the ladder. I want to take the right fights, the sensible fights at the right time. I'm taking on a winning record next, which is lovely. I step up, and that's the main thing. It's not about rushing it with me. I want as many fights as possible. I'd love to ideally be a world champion with 60 fights on my card. Do you know what I mean? So that'd be lovely. Like, have the right experience, but not putting miles on the clock.
With that said, though, as you continue your career, you climb your career, people will eventually want to see you in tougher fights. And not now, of course, but it will come eventually. But do you feel the kind of pressure kind of incrementally building because you're climbing that ladder, as you say, that you want to do?
Yeah, like in the sense of that, yeah, definitely. People want to see you fight the best at the end of the day, and they want to see you in hard fights. But I think the main thing is I'm an entertaining boxer. I'm not a boring fighter. I move my feet well. I'm a bit cocky. I'm a bit showy. And I think that sells. So as long as I do what I've got to do on the night and get the win, which is most importantly, I think people will take behind me and get behind me and want to see me do well and understand that I'm taking the right fights.
You mentioned your opponent, or a bit about your opponent coming up on the February 27th. But what do you know about him, and what sort of challenge do you think he'll represent?
I don't know a lot. Listen, it could well change. A lot of the time it does. But the one we've looked at already, he's mid-30s, winning record, 3 wins, 1 loss. From Poland as well. And I think I believe he might have even boxed a heavyweight, so it says on BoxRec, so he must be a big lump. That's all I can take from it. But on the day he's got to weigh my weight, so that's what
You talked about there at the press conference about eventually filling out like Okolie did and kind of moving up and going to Cruiserweight. How far away do you think that is for you?
I hope far, because I look at the size of these people. I feel I'm big, but these are full-grown men. Do you know what I mean? And you can't play with the heavyweight or the cruiserweight divisions. These, as you get through them, it's not a sport. It's a war. It's a warcraft. Do you know what I mean? So I reckon I've still got a couple of years left at light heavy. I'm not making championship weight. I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not looking to make championship weight yet. I'm walking around a couple of kilo over it. And I'm comfortable walking about a couple of kilo over it, and that's what I like to box at. So I'm going to stay there, get my experience. Maybe it means I box for a title at light heavy, maybe it means I box for a title at cruiserweight, but I'll make my mind up near the time and see how my body feels.
Well, John, for people tuning in on the 27th, what can they expect to see from you?
Fireworks. No, I'm joking. Do you know what? Just a crisp, clean performance as always, but I'd like to show my aggression a little bit more and show my a bit more potential and show that I am developing.
John, I wish you all the best. Thank you for speaking to Boxing Social. Top man.